Hi, good day everyone. My name is Irene Alima. I'm going to discuss Chapter 11 entitled Organizing and Delivering Reference and Information Services. Objectives of the topic: to discuss the rules of reference librarians, to discuss reference as a place in the library, to identify the service models and the two basic modes of digital service, which is asynchronous and synchronous. To explore ways of reference services can be delivered regardless of physical arrangement. To discuss ways to keep current and stay relevant as we meet the challenges of digital future. Rules of reference librarians. Serve as subject specialist. Reference librarians is responsible for the selection and evaluation of a library's material in the subject area and bibliographic organization of materials. Hold responsibility for collection development and faculty or community outreach. Excuse me. Reference librarian has collection development responsibility and faculty or community outreach. Manage community information and referral services. Offer readers advisory services. Organize programming. Function as intermediaries, instructors, troubleshooters. The reference librarian must be a channel of good communication into as well as out of the organization. Reference librarians can be instructors like those librarians teaching us. Librarians who can troubleshoot are information specialists, helping user access information. The primary responsibility of reference department is to assist readers. Reference as a place in the library. Reading rooms, mixing chambers, information commons, or learning commons. Reading rooms. With the presence of internet, reference librarians depended on print collection reference titles. Library buildings have designated reference area or reading rooms to house these titles and provide reference services. Example of reading rooms that offers reference assistance for and access to rare books, rare Bibles, and special collections in such areas as gastronomy. Example is the Library of Congress. Mixing chamber. Example of mixing chamber is the Shuttle Public Library. The 19,500 square foot is where patrons go for help with general questions or in-depth research, a trading floor for information. Example of a mixing chamber is the Seattle Public Library. Information Commons or Learning Commons refers to a designated area that provides a variety of digital resources, productivity tools, and other technology to facilitate both research and production. Example of this is the Lourdes College Learning Commons. Service models. First is the in-person service. Second, mobile librarians and embedded service. Third, digital reference service. It is a service that can be delivered at the user's point of need. The two basic modes, asynchronous service and asynchronous service. First, let us discuss the asynchronous service. It is a service via email that offers many immediate advantages to users who are less technically savvy or who use slowly internet connections. Advantages of asynchronous. Useful for the users who are poor in oral communication. No restrictions of working time. User can ask query in any time. It does not require extra software and no extra training. Reference librarians find more time to think, choke, and plan out a strategy, and finally search and give the answer. Disadvantages of asynchronous. As face-to-face interaction is not possible, reference librarian not able to get clarification about his doubts arising in his mind after receiving the query. Speed of receiving and answering questions depends on the volume of email, traffic, and communications link over the internet. It is difficult for reference librarian to judge the urgency of information. Second mode is the synchronous service. It offers a partial solution. Transaction takes place in real time, with an immediate response to the query. Example, the interaction between the user and reference librarian is live, therefore it is also called real-time digital reference service. Advantages of synchronous. Speed of the service is faster than email service, so user does not have to wait for the response. This service can be offered anytime, 24/7 basis. If the user finds difficulty in finding information from any particular resource, reference librarian can demonstrate how to use a particular resource. There's also disadvantages. Reference librarian will busy answering several questions at a time, may not attend urgently needed questions. Developing counters technology is at premature stage, therefore, need of this service is yet to be recognized. It is a labor-intensive service. Let's proceed to delivering virtual reference service. Staffing models is the most common model from an office or other location away from the desk. Cooperative and collaborative reference, handheld computing and reference services. Keeping current, staying relevant. With rapidly evolving technologies and increasing user expectations, how can librarians hope to keep pace and remain relevant? The answer is an ever-increasing number of professional outlets help keep librarians current. Through committees and discussion groups, Association of American Library Association or ALA, librarians can keep current on hot topics. These are This is the end of the report, and these are the references. Thank you for listening, and God bless.